And that's what gets you.
Hold on, let's gotta start the show off right. This is this week's episode of the show.
Yeah.
Grandpa said we're heretics now because we're trying to Bud Light Lime.
Lime,
but I have to remind them we gotta rate every beer.
Yeah, they got.
No matter how big or small or.
Well, they got
Bud Lighty.
We got a whole lot of choices. They got red beer, blue beer, green beer.
Green beer.
But like, we must not be no true beer people then.
We're the beer people of the people. We try everything pretty much. Well, what was I going to say? Oh, yeah, to start out the show, we're going to try a few things here. Yeah, don't forget, if you watch the show, subscribe, like, so we can get more people to like and subscribe, so we get more viewers. So Grandpa can have a bigger audience. We got 43 subscribers now, Grandpa.
You got 43?
Yeah. Yeah, that's not bad for a bunch of nobodies.
Nobody, clowns.
Clowns.
That's what he is.
I guess I'm a clown. Yeah, that's funny.
But anyway, it's good for me. Being retired, nothing to do.
Yeah, I mean,
I go to the spa, and I worked out. I worked out pretty good today. Do all the things, all the equipment, and stuff.
Okay.
Yeah. See, you got a nice head on your beard.
I'm doing better for the people who say I suck at it. Yeah. Pouring beer. Are we starting this off with the 5 as usual, or?
I don't know yet. Let me see. I'm trying to get my head. You got a nice looking head.
I don't know. I guess I hit the right angle today.
Yeah, I didn't. I poured it straight in there. That's why I got all this. But it'll work. It'll work.
It'll work out.
Yeah, it'll work.
Yeah,
lime beer.
It's interesting. They got a little ghost insignia on the Bud Light lime can. That's interesting. Like you get lost while you're drinking or something.
So we got a what now?
It's an app. This little picture right here on the can.
Oh, I didn't see that.
It's like a little app they have for GPS tracking. Not GPS, but like if you're using, I guess GPS tracking.
Yeah, I didn't never see that. I thought it would look like a bell or something.
No, it's a little Quasi app thing. That's interesting. I wonder what that's about.
Bud Light
doesn't change the taste, I guess.
No, this Bud Light. It looks real appetizing. This looks like beer.
It does look like beer.
Yeah, it's supposed to be beer. But with the lime, and I'm curious about that lime taste. So, we'll do the usual. We'll start out with about a 5.
Okay, 5. I'm worried about smell.
What you smell?
It kind of smells limey. It does smell limey. It kind of smells like soda pop.
I hope not. I don't want no soda pop for beer.
No. I'm not saying it is soda pop, but
oh yeah. I don't know. It smelled like beer to me. I didn't get that lime smell. Well, remember now, what did we decide out say we're going to be?
It's going to be 5.
Oh, okay. 5 and up, eh? Yeah. Even though it's lime, right?
Yeah, but I'm not going to lie. The smell does kind of smell like Pine Sol. Like, not as strong.
Pine Sol?
Not as strong as Pine Sol, but kind of
okay, we won't be drinking no Pine Sol.
No, but like the lime taste, the citrusy taste.
Okay.
Like, it smells a little chemically, but.
Mm-hmm. Something?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't get that lime taste.
You didn't get the lime taste?
Mm-mm.
Smell it. What does it smell like to you?
Beer?
No, I mean, like, you don't smell nothing citrusy or nothing in it?
Mm-mm. Well, maybe a little later on. Beer has to grow on me, like that Killian,
I don't know. It definitely tastes like it has a little. It doesn't taste like a fruit lime. It tastes like that chemical lime that you can make taste like other juices and stuff out of.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
We got an intruder.
Why you always say that when Alice comes to the kitchen? She said she don't want to be on the show. Let her not be on the show. She want to be on the show.
They out. They alcoholics.
I'm really giving it I'm giving it a good going over. I guess that would be the word for it. I'm giving it
once over, maybe.
Yeah.
Or I guess more than once.
More than once over. Going over.
Going over. All right, that's new. I ain't never heard of that.
I mean, I ain't either, but yes, I have too.
And you just made up a
word. It looks like it's moving up,
If it's moving up. It just it definitely tastes like it has something in it that's not regular Bud Light.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
That's interesting. If you look on the Bud Light,
And it's kind of,
if you look on the Bud Light label
it
thing,
don't have no aftertaste either. You know, I mean, it feels smooth going down, but after you swallow it, you know, there's no, I guess you say aftertaste.
yeah, it just kind of goes away.
Yeah.
But if you look at the can, it has Australia, Europe, Asia, Africa, and America on it. That's interesting.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, that's interesting.
refreshment with a twist. I never thought that Budweiser would be Africa, America, yeah, Asia,
So,
Australia,
am
Europe.
I to assume that America covers North and South America? They didn't feel like writing North and South.
Yeah,
It's just
hey,
America. You just
Well, ain't no,
you're this
I
hemisphere.
would
You
say
America.
ain't no North and South, eh? Just plain old America, eh?
Yeah, we just all America.
Yeah,
Just
but
all up and down.
That includes Central America.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I never called it. I just called it South America.
Yeah.
You know, because
Well, they got
I
North
don't know.
America,
Do they call it
Central
do they
America,
call it
South
Central
America, huh?
Like if you're in Mexico, do you call it Central America?
No, that's still North America.
No, Mexico is not. It's Central America.
No, it ain't. Central
But
America starts,
it's North America.
Central starts down
So
there.
it's Canada. Canada is
Panama,
is a part of North
Panama
America.
down through there. Panama,
So-
Salvador, Honduras.
No, all that. See right there is where you're getting into South America. Isn't Mexico like the dividing space between North and South America? That's why they call it Central America.
Well, Mexico?
Yeah.
No, they call it Central America, I think, because Panama come through there in Honduras and El Salvador. You know, going on down to Venezuela, down through there. Hey, get your
That's South America.
Get your telephone
The
on there.
phone is recording us.
Oh, they are working?
How am I going?
Take my phone there.
Okay.
Find out.
I think it is. I think Mexico is what Central America is, and then it's just.
No, I think Mexico is still North America.
This guy used your face. It's got your face ID.
They ain't recognizing my face.
It does.
It's
See,
open.
it just
It's
did.
open.
It just
It
opened
did it.
just now.
Yeah, it did. Okay.
All right, we about to look this up live.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, no, I really think it is.
We getting high tech here.
We are getting-
We don't want no
Even
thing
though
about.
we
We
never-
guessing about North and
We never looked this up.
Okay.
What is
Let's say it like this:
Central?
that Mexico,
America.
I'm saying, is North America still.
No, it's Central America.
Okay, well,
What is Central America? Is we see here. What the countries are? Well, I'll be damned. It says
Panama and
it's-
El Salvador.
this region is bordered by North Mexico to the north. Colombia.
Well, if it's to the north, it must be North America.
So the Central America consists of Belize, Costa Rica, El Salvador, Guatemala, Honduras,
Panama.
Nicaragua, and Panama.
Yeah.
You know what? You were right today. I should never have questioned. I never. I always thought Mexico is part of North America.
Yeah, you were confused with the North and South. You never thought about Central America, did you?
I thought Mexico was Central America because I thought it was just a dividing thing between North and South.
We had Northern.
Well, look at
Northern.
Stop talking. Where's the paint at? You said the paint in the garage.
You find it?
wait.
I'm about to go look for it right now.
Oh,
All
we'll
right.
look for it then.
All right. Well,
Yeah, well.
well, I learned something new today. You gotta quit covering your face with your hand.
I learned something too, you know.
What?
I learned something.
That Bud Light, lime ain't so bad, you know.
It's not so bad. Apparently, makes you wonder about geography and
I
Yeah.
learned something too.
what?
It's nasty.
What's nasty? What you talking about?
She just said it's nasty.
What's nasty?
It's nasty.
Why you always hate on the show?
How you get my conversation?
I don't know.
Always hating on our show.
She asked me who I was talking to a while ago, and I said I was talking to Kenny, you know, and she said, I ain't talking to him. I said, he talking to me. How you ain't talking to him when he's talking to me? But anyway, long story short, she was interfering with some important conversation. Oh, wow.
Oh man, that's funny. Well, what are you rating now? That you're halfway drank through it.
Oh, it's done moved up. This is at least 5.5.
At least 5.5.
At least 5.5 to start with. No, we started at 5.
Yeah, this move you can't start with upgrading and say we started again.
Yeah, 0.5. 5.5.
Yeah.
It's almost headed towards 6.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Maybe by the time I get over here, it'll be a 6. Eh?
It might be. Man, that is something else, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what? There's so many things. There's so many things in life that you think are true,
Mhm.
and they're not. You just gotta be committed to find out if it's true. Because
Yeah.
I was walking around here like, man, Mexico is Central America.
Yeah. Well, see, this thing here, this piece of electronic equipment, solves a lot of problems, man. Used to be a time I could tell this thing and nobody could challenge it because we didn't have this type of
Yeah.
technology, right?
You're right.
But now you say,
Right. We thank you. We know you got to pay.
I
hey,
found the page.
Yes, we're recording.
I found the page.
We're recording.
oh yeah, that's that good pay.
No,
That's
wait,
it.
I found the page.
Thank you.
$50 payment.
Okay. So what? So you were saying that this piece of electronic
It caused a lot of problems, you know. Well, no,
Yeah.
it don't. It solved a lot of problems. Let's put it like
Well,
this.
no, you know, it used to be.
I can right now.
Yeah, it used to be if you just spoke loud enough and confidently enough,
that's the
people
problem.
just believed
That's
you.
what
Now
I
I
said.
gotta,
Right
you know,
now,
actually know what I'm
I
talking
can tell
about.
you right now. So I said, it's cold out there. You say, what's the temperature? Oh, it's maybe 30, 40, you know. And then you say, now let me check it out. See, you got that piece of equipment and say, oh man, you don't know what you're talking about. Used to be a time you got away with it, you know.
Hey man, let me tell you, before cell phones, man, before you can look up stuff on cell phones, man, I was money. I could just say whatever I wanted to say. Now people got common sense. They
That's right.
can Google. I was like,
They
dang
Google
man,
that stuff, man. You
cell
can't-
phones equalize, dude.
Well, that shut down a whole lot of spokes, man. They be talking about 80 and 90% of this.
Yeah, I
and all
actually got
that,
to. I actually got to do
10,
real. I got to
20%.
do. I actually got to do real research before I make opinions about things. Now, it used to be a time where, as people say about me, nah, I'm just loud and wrong. Yeah.
Well, I've come a long ways, though. You know, it used to be a time, like I said, you could go. Communications was the neighborhood theater. Remember, I was telling you. I said you could go in any direction walking. Within a mile or a mile and a half, you're going to run into a theater because that's where we got all our information, except off the radio, you know. And the radio was a sometimey event, you know. If you didn't have the right kind of antenna, you might not even get no signal, you know. Just get a piece of wire or something and put up there. But
Really?
anyway, you know, they had in the movies they had the newsreels, Newsweek, you know, and newsreel, and all you get your news from the theater, you know. That's how big it was in the community, you know. Like say, for instance, Wednesday night you go to the movie, they give away free cup, you know. And if you were trying to get the whole set or free plate, you know, you kept on going, you know. And like your mother or somebody who wanted to try to get that collection and they didn't want to go, they send you, go get me a saucer or a cup or a plate or whatever, you know. I mean, that's how big it was, you know, as far as being neighborly, you know, the theaters, you know. Yeah, that was a time, you know. I mentioned to you too about Buck Jones, not Buck Jones, but Buck Rogers
Buck Rogers. That sounds familiar.
and well, you know Flash Gordon.
Yeah.
Buck Rogers, Flash Gordon, Buck Rogers. They had the spaceships, you know. They go out into the planet, you know, and on the
Buck Rogers in the 24th and 1/2 century. Isn't that one?
Okay, you think like Buck Rogers or Flash Gordon they used to have like a guy walk up to a door, you know, and the door would open automatically, you know, and you would say, "Wow, boy, that technology is tough." You know? Then you go in there, there'd be a big TV in there.
Now it's just, you know, that's CBS. You walk into the
you expect the door to open, you get mad.
You walk into the dollar store, man. The thing swing open. You like, this ain't nothing.
Yeah.
Wow.
Like we talking about like, I guess it might have been a good thing as far as family gathering too, because during the war, you've heard of the fireside chats, you know, with President Franklin Delano Roosevelt, you know.
A little bit, not as much as you probably.
Yeah, no, you wouldn't. No way you as much as me. But anyway, when he had something to say, they used to call it fireside chats, you know. I mean, the whole family get around the radio, you know, and listen to the president, you know. See, so, but you know, now everybody got their own phone and their own TV and their own laptop, and so we kind of more or less not the togetherness is gone. It's more or less kind of isolation, you know, in the sense that you got your own means of communication, whereas at that particular time, it's just we had the radio,
Yeah.
That was even at times where the phone came on the scene, for people who were poor. There was always been phones for years.
I think what you're saying is personal knowledge has increased, but interpersonal knowledge has decreased.
Yeah, right. There you go. Now you see that? You done put it in 21st century talk.
Yeah, I know a little bit.
Yeah,
I paid a little bit of attention in school.
Yeah.
Reading, writing, apparently not in geography.
Yeah, that's why come, this movie, what was it? A Christmas Story. Now I can really relate to that because do you recall in the Christmas Story where the little boy stuck his tongue on the tree? I mean on the post, and he froze, but the kids like back in the day they have two stories, and you have a classroom upstairs and you be looking down on the playground, things like that. So that and the hat, the cap they was wearing, and you didn't wear no long pants at this particular time until you was at least 12 years old. So you wore the knickerbockers, so with the socks, long socks showing, so I can relate to that better than you. You see it, but to me, it brings back memories, Yeah. The snowballs, walking down out, or somebody bully or somebody want to fight all the time.
We had snowball fights.
Huh?
We had snowball fights.
No, I ain't talking about. Yeah, we had a snowball fight, but never. You got a snowball fight. Maybe you probably got a snowmobile fight.
Snowmobile.
Yeah, I throw a snowball off a snowmobile.
Well, time out, Grandpa. I mean, I'm still from Inkster. I ain't have no snowmobile.
Yeah, well, it was somewhat different though. I think in the time, I ain't seen nobody out there building no snowman. Tell me last time you saw somebody kid building a snowman.
Someone built a snowman across the street from me.
They do?
Yeah, there's snowman over where I live at.
Well,
little
I
kids.
apologize.
Well, we got more kids on our street than you do though.
Okay, yeah, I apologize. Well, we ain't got hardly no kids now,
Yeah, it's just where you are thing.
Yeah.
Like if you live in an area where there's a bunch of kids, you still see kids play outside. Like for the past couple summers from where we live at, there's a bunch of neighborhood kids run up and down the street. Sometimes they'll ask if they can walk our dog just so they can play with the dog. Just little kids asking to do stuff. But I think that kids still do like to go outside and play, up until the point they have a better option.
Well, shit, kids don't go out no more. They being on that game.
No,
Well,
people go out and play. It just depends.
When Kenny, not Kenny, when his kids come over, and they go down there and they be communicating on the phone, talking, playing games. They be playing with somebody in Timbuktu, and stuff like that. They may not never leave them down there. They be in the middle of the night. They still playing that game.
I like to play games.
You one of them too. You part of that generation.
Yeah, but like I don't know. They probably still play. They go out and they have friends they go out with too. I mean, it just depends on where you're at. Like,
but they spend more time.
But to be fair, they don't know anybody in this neighborhood to play with. Go out.
I'm just saying though, but you don't spend 18 hours on a computer game, do you?
I have. It depends.
You prove my point. You part of that generation.
Yeah, but that's not an everyday thing. Like, for example, this past weekend there was a tournament, and as opposed to like it used to be, you had to drive to a place and play people.
Right.
Like now, because of the internet, you can be a part of a national tournament in your house. And I was playing in the Super Smash Bros. Tournament. I actually won some stuff, right? Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But you got to put the time in.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
But that doesn't happen. That doesn't happen all the time. But like, I also been fighting the battle on my lawn on how to get my grass all the same texture and length and everything.
Oh yeah.
So like, I'm also out there trying to figure stuff out. It just depends on what you're doing. The timing. Like, it's not all bad. Like, to play video games, but it's also not all bad to be outside. I mean, it's just all a mix of what you value and how much time you're willing to put into it.
Yeah.
Because think about it. Because think about it. If you spend,
this is a new era.
It's not a new era. Because we're still in an era. We're still in an era. Like it has. I don't think it's.
You're still
transitioned.
in the era. I done transitioned out of that.
You
I'm
alive.
into, huh?
You alive. You done been through how many eras?
Yeah, but this is a new one I'm in, going into, you know. This is why come I gotta kind of adapt to it, you know, relate to this new era, you know.
Wait.
Like, I want to find out what weather is. I just hit my phone. I ain't gotta do that. I can ask them what the weather. and on top of it, he tell me in voice, right?
Yeah.
Well, I tell, well, I don't want to tell him. Just type it out. You type it out, you know. This is just.
No, I understand what you're saying. I mean,
It's amazing,
it can be amazing when you come from a different time,
Yeah.
and you survive as long as you have,
Yeah, I definitely came from a different time.
and you see all the changes in the
Yeah, I
world.
definitely came from a different time.
And I think it would be hard to adjust. Like I'm
You know,
30 now, and this stuff happening.
You know,
this stuff happening right now.
tell you about the
I'm just like, I don't know if I can be here much
Let me
longer.
tell you about the difference in time and how things have changed. When I went overseas, we went to Japan. It took 3 weeks
Wow.
on a troop ship. Now, guys, 10 hours, he over there. 3 weeks. That's how long it took, man. Out there on the ocean, cross the international date line, you know.
That had to be something, man. Just to be on something where
Yeah,
you
well-
can't get off,
Yeah, with
and you
about
see the same people.
a couple of thousand more on there with you, you know. You all crowd and cost, you know, it's just a place, you know, like just like the Navy, yeah, with the bunks 3, 4, 5 high. And when they get ready to get up, you can't get up till somebody got the aisleway, you know. So you get out, the next guy gets out, the next guy get out of his bunker, you know. But the best way with that is you didn't go to sleep, you just stayed up on deck, you know, and laid out there if you could find a spot.
Wow,
Spot was pressure, you know. You find a spot on deck, you know. And then you didn't want to eat because you had to give up your spot.
that's why people were so much skinnier back then.
Yeah.
y'all couldn't eat, y'all couldn't sleep. You had to pick one. Man.
No, the reason the people were skinny, we didn't have the back then. We didn't have the McDonald's and the Burger Kings.
Oh, we gotta move that.
And,
When did McDonald's come out? Like in the 60s or something?
yeah, I remember the first McDonald's was in when I seen was in 1959, I believe, over on Plymouth and Inkster Road. And I talked to the guy who owned it, got the franchise. And it was McDonald's. You couldn't sit down and eat it. You had to stand up, you know, at the window, you
Yeah.
know. And we only had a little place to spot. You had to take your food out most of the time. But anyway, he told me him and a friend of his got together. It was a franchise with $10,000.
Mm-hmm.
And they put in $5,000 a piece and got the franchise, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Man, business got so good. Next thing I know, they had 3 or 4 franchises. I don't know. They could be with 50 franchises out on the ocean somewhere on their own yacht, you know. But that's all. You
That
know.
just goes to show, man. If you take a chance on something good, you might
Yeah.
mess around and make
Oh,
something.
that McDonald's took off, man. It really took off.
It became a beast that couldn't be fed.
There you go.
Yeah, man. Well, that's cool. I can dig that.
Yeah.
Well, what's your final verdict so you can kind of wrap up the show?
Oh yeah.
We're almost
forgot.
at. How long are we?
We
almost
still
at
on
23.
TV,
Yeah,
yeah.
this might be. I don't know. I can't
okay.
read it, but it's been a minute.
Well, I'm gonna stick my neck out and give it a 6. You know, just cause it's lime. You know,
All right.
But I don't taste the lime taste. It kind of made the beer taste better. So,
All right, I'll give it a 6. All right.
Yeah, okay.
The people who stayed on this long with us, it's a 6. Listen to us ramble. That's a 6.
Yeah.
All right,
Okay.
well, cool. Well, we'll see you guys next week
Yes, sir.
with who knows. We don't. It's just random at this point.
Oh, yeah.
And hopefully you guys enjoy the format where we are just going to basically pick a topic and talk about it. We talked about 3 topics. Then we talked about one. At this point, it's the beer ranking and
Yeah.
grandpa grandson talk time show. Now I don't know, but you guys have a good week. Don't forget like and subscribe. You got to sign off, Grandpa.
Oh.